3 Providences of Canada and ended up in Homer City, Alaska. This was something that was put on by the Lakota Sioux to raise awareness for the water problem on the Pine Ridge Reservation. So I felt it was appropriate. I painted the thing like Crazy Horse's War Pony. I did all the identical markings and everything, and that bike was called the Black Pearl. Well, a few months ago, last summer, whatever it was, a buddy of mine borrowed that bike, and he totaled it. Slid 890 feet down the road, flopped over on its side, and just wiped it out. But it already had this amazing motor, amazing transmission. You know, we didn't want to get rid of it, so I bought it back from the insurance company, and I pushed it in the corner, and I said, someday I'll get to that. We'll make it into a cool little hot rod. Well, Paco comes out with this frame that's FXR frame. You can take your touring drive line, slide it right in. We got some other cool parts around it, but the one guy I want to bring up here, where's Dan from Zippers?
Dan from Zippers.
Dan, come up here for a second.
Dan to the main stage.
When we originally tuned this motor, this was the sickest twin cam that I had ever ridden, and that was based on the fuel injection management system, which was the Zippers Auto Tuner. This man right here, give a hand for Dan from Zippers, because not only did he make this bike amazing the first time around, he agreed to take that motor, which was very tired and very worn out, and rework it for us and make it a step better. So tell everybody real quick some of the stuff that you did to the motor for this thing this time around.
Well, round 2 is just our typical Zippers Muscle 107 kit, very common package. We've built and refined over the years. It's a very durable, very reliable package, and it should do real well with this application, you know, with you, all the various things you're going to do with it, which is a lot.
Well, and this is the thing, man. I mean, the magazine goes all over the world. We have subscribers from everywhere. We deal with a lot of great companies. But when it came to this project, I reached out to Dan because Dan himself goes home about the same time that I do at night, which is when he's ready to pass out, if he makes it home at all. This is one of the hardest working guys you'll meet in the motorcycle industry, and his people are good, honest, hard-working people. So that's what we had going on here with everybody that worked on this project, everybody that's around the magazine, and it made sense for us to get together for the kind of performance we were looking for this thing, and to get the groove on for War Pony. We're so happy, man. Thank you so much for everything that you did with this.
It's a pleasure. It's a passion, right?
Yeah, it's a passion. That's what he keeps saying.
But
I can't wait to do a burnout on that thing.
Those late night phone calls where I was like, yeah, man, we're trying this and we're doing that. There's so much that I actually got some crib notes here. I want to make sure I thank everybody real quick. We're getting ready to fire this up as soon as those guys get some gas in that. This thing encompassed 7 of the IMS events, 7 of them. We did 17,000 miles because we drove the back and forth across the country, did all of that stuff. 3 issues of the magazine. While we were on the road, we built 3 entire issues, went through 4 holidays. Go ahead. And the thanks go out.
So Mark Preschetti, Pat Jansen, Matt, RJ, Dan at Zippers. Well, actually, that'd be the Zippers team. Graphics. Palco, absolutely. Great company, been around a long time. Ride Right, Dubluck Powder Coat, BDL, and R&R Cycle, Manchester, New Hampshire, also, which we're going to put some stuff up when we put something on the web about some of the input they did on crankshafts and rocker arms in there. We got more? Oh, man.
Yeah, there's more. Man, everybody worked on this.
Arlen Ness, Grady Pfeiffer, Progressive, International Motorcycle Show, Ben and Hooligan Cycles, Loaded Gun, your wife, no doubt. Man, back to that passion. Moose. Nick Bollier, Evan Favaro, Kevin Bass, Keikoa, Will Ramsey, Blue Water, Mike Egg, Sam and TJ. Did we get them?
I think that's about it.
I think that's it, man.
But I'll tell you what, we got LA Fairings, Kiwi Mike, Hammy, and Bert.
Oh, yeah.
But one of the biggest things that I want to say was at the beginning of this series, the people from the International Motorcycle Show and Progressive gave us an opportunity to give you guys a look inside of the garages of the custom motorcycle world. So please put your hands together. Give them a big round of applause for us, because they made this happen for us.
And that's a huge step for guys. I mean, they put a lot of trust in us that we wouldn't embarrass them. We had a lot of FaceTime here, and so we really do want to thank them. And we know it wasn't always easy having greasy, foul-mouthed mechanics on stage, but it's been a great time.
I mean, that was a challenge. You think these buildings like this is professional, union, no mess around time. So we're coming in here talking about welding and grinding. We're going to cut stuff on their stage, and they had to deal with the fire marshal several times, special electricians. So thank you guys so much for believing in us and giving us a chance to do this.
Absolutely. So, hey guys, how close are we?
Very close. Gas cap.
Gas cap. Mark's got the gas cap.
Okay, everybody that's involved with War Pony, come up here. Now listen, I'm going to tell you guys straight up, this is completely unscripted. You saw us working here around the clock, so if there's a problem with it, it's not like we've already pre-run this motorcycle and we're going to say, wow, thank God it started up and it's great, because it may not. So we're going to see what happens. You can see it's a very complex wiring system that still needs cleaned up, and yeah, it's very sophisticated.
God, if we ever needed a bike to start, this would be
It takes this many wires right here to run a chopper. So I don't even know what the rest of this stuff is.
Yeah, me either. It looks like a rainbow.
But Dan has loaded the base map into the fuel injection management system. Matt is pretty confident that he has all the necessary running components ready.
So basically, if it doesn't run, it's Matt's fault.
Right.
I mean, we did everything we could.
That has been on me. Everybody's like, no.
And if you're wondering, the guys that are scurrying around behind us clearing the stage, immediately after this, we're going to go to the award ceremony for JMP Cycles Ultimate Builder. You guys are waiting to see who won here in Washington. We are too. We have some great stuff coming up for you, man. Awesome to see all these great bikes come out of the nation's capital. Thank you guys for sticking around with us and bringing that out.
Great show. This was the best season, Jeff Nager says, ever. The most bikes, most diversity of bikes that the JMP Cycles Ultimate Builder Custom Bike Show has ever had. And so it's been a great season for that.
What are we thinking? Time to go.
All right.
Before this happens, because this may be an anticlimactic situation, I just want to say one more time, all of my friends, my wife for putting up with me, thank you guys so much for all the help with this thing. You can watch Cycle Source Magazine, social media, and the magazine. When we'll have this finished completely, we'll bring this to you. We're going to take us home, clean up the wiring, do the final paint, and we'll let you guys see what War Pony turns into. I have to do what?
Drum roll.
Drum roll.
Yeah, well, he can do it for a long time.
It's ready. Here we go.
Please, God.
Where's Bert? Where's your jumpers at? I just tested that this morning.
All right, well, we'll see you guys in
Broom.
Daytona.
1 second.
This is me on a date. So, I mean, this is,
What was it?
yeah.
No, I don't know if it is.
Can we just drop the pan out of this in case it is in gear? Oh, I'm going to talk, yes. When I was a small child, I was never a small child, actually. We are going to be in Daytona, by the way. We're not going to be doing a full-blown Grease and Gears Garage. We're going to try a little different format. So please do keep checking in Grease and Gears Garage on our YouTube channel, jmpcycles.com, the world's largest distributor of aftermarket motorcycle parts, is going to be carrying it for us as well. Cycle Source Magazine. We're going to be hanging out at Bill Dodge's shop, and we're building another bike there for Twisted Tea. So that's going to be going together there in Daytona, and we'll also be just as anxious because we have to start that in public live as well. So, all right, it looks like it's out of gear. For crying out loud, Matt, come on. Yeah. And then to remind you, this bike in August, which Heather hates to hear, in August this bike will be at Bonneville. Chris is taking it, and Do Bonneville. Here we go. We didn't think about that.
Jack shaft's not engaged.
You want a hammer? This is the other thing about Grease and Gears Garage. You know, we've made fuel tanks from scratch. We've narrowed tanks. We've built springers on stage. We've built frames on stage. But as you know, in a regular shop environment, we've also done everything else you do in a shop. We've run out of argon while in the middle of a segment while we're welding. We've had the wrong blade in the bandsaw when we were trying to cut stainless, and it just dulled the blade. So this is yet another opportunity to see what it's like in a custom motorcycle shop. We usually just don't have a lot of people watching. Starter, the jack shaft for the starter is not engaging, so it's spinning, but it's not throwing the jack shaft out to get it started. But Matt just fixed it. What's that? That's what we're going to do next. We're going to put Chris on it and push him down the side of the stage. Fortunately, it's got an open belt drive on it, so it's kind of easy to get to that. It's just the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sunshine. We're getting it. Sounds like the jack shaft isn't long enough. We're not going to do it. What time is it? What time does Jeff Nager need the stage? We got 15 minutes. Got plenty of time. Pull that motor back out. Yes, Jeff.
We can do this in 30 minutes if you guys want to do it a little longer.
Okay, we appreciate it. Jeff said we've got as much time as we need for you, Chris. He didn't say exactly that, but that's how I interpreted it. Actually, I'm a tall. My colon bag, as Jeff likes to call it. Who likes to play the part. Oh, you got a gun holster in it, and it's kind of cool. It's a U koala bag, is what they are. It's like a bear that hugs your. My phone's ringing. It's the airline. I was going to try to change my flight, but I can't because I'm on stage now. I can't answer it. I was going to try to go to the Pentagon tomorrow and do. Hey Grady, we're doing the office. Nope. Straight screwdriver, straight.